All right, so in today's video, we're going to be watching a Silver 2 Bastion / Ashe, even though they're starting as Soldier 76. Said Bastion Ashe. I kind of wanted to see how Bastion plays in Silver. Obviously, Bastion got a recent buff, and honestly, I've been seeing Bastion in top 500 games play really well, so I was really curious to see. Description of this game. This game was nuts. Honestly, I don't know what more I could have done to support the team as DPS. That was a good start. And I feel like that may be the reason I cannot rank up. I hope you roast the heck out of me for my dog water gameplay because I want to improve in constructive criticism no matter how harsh. All right. Also, the enemy team tank was cracked. Also been a fan of the channel for a while, and you and your coworkers constantly watch my videos. Well, thank you. I'm glad you enjoy the videos. I just want to point out, you said you don't know how you're not climbing, and then you said you have dog water gameplay. We're gonna see what happens. All right, at this point, I don't even. We're just gonna watch and see what happens. All right.
5, 4, 3,
what rank? Silver 2.
1.
All right, let's see what happens.
Attackers incoming.
Hello.
Defend objective A.
Yeah, you have to go off the elevator for it to reset like that. So wait, just so I understand, you spent 5 seconds there trying to go on the elevator, so you sprint right off of it. Although I see why your teammate's playing up there, and your Life Weaver got immediately rolled. I'm watching you. Let's see how it goes. Positioning's fine now. You might get headshot by Hanzo. Just to point out, there's a chance you get headshot by Hanzo at some point here. Oh, you got Javelin. I'm watching. That's a good helix. All right. So far, it's okay. Yep. Playing Soldier exactly how you want to play here. Just sprinting away the whole time. That's the play style. And back to spawn. He said, stop jumping. I'm going to be honest with you. Chat, when I'm playing, I'm spamming the jump button most of the time. And honestly, it is not the play because it makes it easier to hit your hitbox. But it just feels like I'm doing something. Wait, you gave him Soldier ult for Bastion? Okay.
Objective lost.
I guess I understand it. I mean, there isn't much you can get with that comp outside of maybe Hanzo, so I get it. This is a fine swap. That's a fine swap, in my opinion. Yeah, it depends what they're running. I think with Orisa being really strong right now, too, like, you just don't get any value with your Soldier ult against some comps. Keep in mind, I mean, that's all. When we just did the top 500, I was playing a ton of Soldier, and, like, if there was an Orisa, I was getting no value against an Orisa. Unless they use every cooldown and, like, you know, their monitor turned off or something. I don't mind the Orisa change. That was a Life Weaver grip that existed. Good Bastion gameplay. I like this. Keep in mind, by the way, for people wondering, even in top 500 games right now, it's not uncommon to see Orisa Bastion. Like, if you start seeing this in your ranked games and it becomes a meta, like, don't be surprised. In ranked right now, Bastion's, like, really strong and Orisa's unkillable. And if the Orisa plays well, like, the Bastion's gonna have, like, free reign for a while. So, just to point that out. I would use your ult here soon, by the way. Otherwise, they're going to be aggressive with their ult soon. I want to talk about that for 1 second. One thing you just did, by the way. One thing you just did. And it's not like the biggest of deals when you're playing, but you didn't even look where the Hanzo ult was. You just turned around and went, you know what? I hope that Hanzo ult isn't coming near me. Like, you had plenty of time to be like, oh, it's there? Okay, I'm not going to go this way. Instead, you're like, okay, it's not going this way. I'm just going to, if I don't look at the Hanzo ult, it's not going to know I'm here. I'm going this way. If I don't see the Hanzo ult, it doesn't see me. Like, at least know where it's coming from. Nice. So far, so good. I mean, Bastion is really strong right now, by the way. I want to point that out. Like, Bastion is very good. Ooh, that's a good play. Good cleanse, though. So, we're in an interesting spot here where you're kind of shooting at the Orisa the whole time. Now, hear me out. Hear me out on this one, all right? I think it's okay to shoot at the Orisa, but you need to pay attention to cooldowns before you do that. I think you need to pay attention to the Orisa's cooldown usage and then use your ult. Do it when they spin. And I know they can go gold, but after they spin, go for the Orisa. Because they're going to get low. Now, stop going for the Orisa now. Use your ult. Good job. There you go. Basically, the reason why it's okay to shoot Orisa sometimes in gold is because they can still take a lot of damage. But if they have their spin, you're just going to waste all your shots anyway. Nice. Good play so far. This has been good. Where you see them use the spin, then you get a lot more value. Otherwise, it's okay to go for people in the back line or, like, see if you can get other damage elsewhere. Because you're not going to do anything during that. But he's kind of spamming the ult, isn't he? I mean, that's Bastion. I'm not going to be honest with you. I'm not going to look at Bastion ults and be like, oh, you should have placed it at, 35 degrees west, waited half of a second. Like, honestly, sometimes with Bastion ult, you just have to kind of improvise as you're using your ultimate more than, like, having a set way to ult. You know what I mean? This is quite the duel. Oh, this is quite the duel. Okay, what's your play here? What's your play? Good target focus. Nice job. Back away. Use your ult. There's still opportunity to get... There you go. Nice. Good ult. Reason being is your teammates were back there and they weren't pushing the card for a bit. I don't mind that ultimate, even if you lose this. You're gonna be fine here. You're Bastion. What's the decision? What's the decision here? What are you doing? Your right clicks have been good, by the way, although they did buff right click. Good target focus. Don't go for the Ramatra yet. That's actually not a bad life grip. Chat might ask about that life grip. I'm fine with that. I'm actually fine with that. Gives you high ground control. Good right clicks. You have turret form. Nice. Nice. Good job. You're actually playing fairly well. By the way, with your mechanics I'm seeing so far, I think you're going to climb out of silver too. At least in my opinion. I think it's a matter of time with how many games you're playing. Yeah. Next time they use Nemesis form, use your ult. Like after they're down. Try not to stack your ult like that. Unless you, like, know it's a guaranteed a limb. Nice job. You can shoot the Ramatra in a second. They're not blocking. Now they didn't get their ult anyway. Genji's gonna get you. Yeah, you stayed there for too long after a while. Watch where your teammates are on the kill feed. So far, though, you're playing well. They're not playing bad at all. I haven't seen anything like... I've talked about what I think can be worked on, and so far it's been fine. I don't... Someone said it's an ego VOD. It's... It's tough to say. So chat said it was a ego VOD. And then we had that whole scenario right there. Well, you know, at least you had a pretty good defense. Let's see how your Ashe gameplay is. All right, so far off to a good start. Huh. Oh, that's a good dynamite. Oh, hit that dynamite. There you go. Oh, if they're stacked like that, you're gonna have a quick bob. So one thing I can say so far, if you can get better at your dynamites, you're gonna get a ton of value. I actually think, I'm not even kidding you, you should probably have bob by now just from dynamites alone. Like, you definitely got to focus more on... Oh, wow, what an ultimate. You definitely got to focus a bit more on hitting your dynamites because, like, there was probably 3 dynamites you missed right there that I think you could have easily gotten value on. What's your play here? You going to bob? Be careful of this bob here. They do have a Bastion. So if you wait for turret form, you'll have a much longer survivability on bob here. Bob will survive a little bit longer. Don't bob yet. Good dynamite. Good shots. Nice play. Good patience on your bob. Spaden, thanks for the 20 months of endearment. Thank you, appreciate it. 20 months? Good patience. Already comes a comp in a few hours. And by the time this video's on YouTube, Yari's already in comp. Good bob. Good bob, by the way. I would have liked to see the bob go past the cart, but I'm still okay with it. It's a little bit more difficult to get bob into the back line anyway because the comp they're running can shred bob. Hit your dynamite here. Hit your dynamite. It's important. Hit your dynamite. Nice. All right. What's the play now? Honestly, I'd go back to Bastion. I mean, granted, you could maybe pop off here. The reason why I'd go back Bastion is you're going to help with the frontline battle so much more. You're waiting for something to happen. Like, you're basically relying on a bunch of ult stacking or, like, one of them randomly peeking and you just two-shot them. Right now, it feels a little bit more difficult to do that. Yeah, that Dark Queen had a blast. Good job using Coach Hunting it out. Teammate might be dead still. Get a good dynamite off here if you want to get a good bob soon. You see what I mean, by the way, about, like, your dynamites? One thing I can assure you right now, if you improve on your dynamite usage and actually, like, hit that dynamite when it's going in, you're going to have bob much more frequently if they're playing like that. Like, did you see that dynamite? That's, like, 4 or 5 of them with dynamite damage. You're already at, like, 90%. Okay, good swap, by the way. I like the swap. Just to point this out. Chat's going, oh, I had bob! The comp they have can shred bob. This is a good swap. Bastion is very strong right now in this current meta. Or current season. I actually feel like I should do a tier list now, shouldn't I, chat? I think it might be time. So far, this is exactly what I expect from Bastion. So I think you can be a great tank main if you main Hammond. If you're a really good Hammond, you'll have a lot of fun. But there is a lot of counters right now to ball, too. Like, if they just go, like, a Somber comp on you, etc., like, it can be tough to play. Good Wrecking Balls can be tough to play against. Good ult. I like your ult because you didn't give him too much opportunity to escape from that area. That was a good play. Even though you didn't get anybody, I like the idea of it. Target focus. Don't even go for that Orisa right now. Now you can go for the Orisa. Right-click that. Nice. Good right-click. It also displaces them a little bit, so that's like it's a good right-click. Kill the lamp. Okay, your next target's gonna be either the Orisa after they use their spin, or... Okay, now shoot the Orisa. Even if the Orisa's ulted, you're gonna shred this Orisa. Okay, stop shooting the Orisa now. Okay, you can get the Orisa, the BAP dead. If the BAP didn't die there, I would have stopped shooting the Orisa. Just because the Moira was ulting too, but the BAP died, so then you go for the Orisa for play. Alright. So far, it's been like a solid game. I can say that your Ashe gameplay, definitely, you gotta work on your dynamites, but so far, Bastion play has been good. But like I said, Bastion's really strong right now. Like, Bastion, in my opinion, is like, if you can play Bastion, you're gonna have some fun right now. You're gonna have some fun. Good patience with the ult. You didn't get anybody, but I like the patience of like trying to see where they're going with that, rather than doing the Venn diagram ult we talked about. At this point, just get the Orisa in a second. That Bastion just ulted in a doorway. And got 2. Oh no. Oh no! That Bastion ulted in a doorway and got 2. Oh, that's tough. Alright, here we go. I would like to see a little bit of an improvement on target focus. So far, like right there, I like you going for the BAP. Like, the thing with Bastion right now, a lot of Bastion is, do you have turret form? If so, hit the button and do damage. Like, that's the... If you don't, right-click in. All right. Now, ult. Good ult spot. I would have liked to see you go into the doorway where they're at, by the way, there. I want to point out you would have team wiped them right there if you did that. I like your idea of the ult. Don't let them go out that way, but if you ult inside, they're either going into your team or you just win. All right, not bad. That was a good play. Both teams have a minute on the clock. We'll see what happens. Okay, you want me to give you a little bit of like feedback so far? Ashe, you got to work in your dynamites. Obviously, Ashe was a little bit different than your Bastion. Your Bastion gameplay has been pretty good, except your target focus at times can be all over the place, which I guess happens with Bastion, but you can improve on that. Anyway, let's continue on. Be careful of this. Your soldier's healing station. You're fine. Alright. Wow, that range on that Bastion nade is so far. Be careful of this, by the way. Your LOS in your team. Okay, if they got you there, that was going to be on you, by the way. You completely made it easy on them to get that Olymp. I did that yesterday playing Ana. Stayed up there and got rolled. Good aggression here. I like this. Nice job. Good target focus, by the way. They can't even touch the point. Nice job. Nice job. But, like, you were 1 shot away there, 1 second away from going back to spawn. They had to use so many resources to keep you alive that you gotta be careful of that. Remember, you are shooting into a lot of the... Oh, that's gonna be good. You're shooting into the Bastion. I mean, not the Bastion, the Orisa a lot of the time when they have their spin up. You're doing nothing there. Obviously, unless they... Why was there a Tracer going up there and nobody turned for the Tracer in your team? Your Tracer was up on the high ground? Your Tracer was up on the high ground, going up the elevator over and over again. They didn't turn once. As long as your team doesn't overfeed in here, you win this game already, by the way. They have no cooldowns left. You got map control. You just lose. You would have to really heck this up here to not... Yeah, you're good. Target the Zen. Get the Zen in a second. After this, get the Zen. That Zen will carry the fight if you don't. Zen. Please. Listen, that's coming from me playing a ton of tank. You kill the Zen, you're not getting Discord Orb, you win. You're going to win either way, but get the Zen there. Zen can win those. All right, good job. Got the double. Ooh, nice right click. All right, so you wanted a little bit of feedback. I think we've did a pretty good job of giving you like some of the feedback I saw. Target focus on Bastion needs to be a little bit better. Your ultimates are pretty good. Ashe, definitely, obviously, you got to work on Ashe a little bit, especially your dynamites. You probably could have had 2 more bobs than you had. You missed so many dynamites. That's pretty much what I saw. You'll be out of silver. If you play like this, playing Bastion, you'll be out of silver shortly. Obviously, on Ashe, you got some things to work on there, but you'll be out of silver shortly. Yeah, I see your mechanics there. You have a general idea of like high grounds, etc. So, wasn't too bad. With that being said, if you like this video, make sure to hit the like button, sub to all the YouTubes if you haven't, all 3 of them. If you want to submit your own replay, if you look in the description below, there's the Discord there. There's a spectating channel in the Discord if you want to make sure to verify everything on the Discord. That way you can post to the channel. Also, we record all these live on stream, so if you haven't stopped by the stream, follow everything. And with that being said, hope you all have an amazing day/night.